Alright, what's up everyone? Wanted to do a little video today, kind of a test. Not sure if I'll even end up posting it, but if you're listening to this, then I obviously did post it. Just gonna do a little sketching today, talk a little bit about sketchbook and stuff like that. Um, so I've got my sketchbook here. You may recognize it. It's a pretty popular one. It's the Moleskine sketchbook. This one it's like the 5 by 8. It's like 5 point whatever by 8 point whatever, but I just say it's 5.8. Moleskine right there. Yeah, so Moleskine, if you're watching this, please sponsor me. That'd be cool. I use the Art Plus Moleskine sketchbook. Um, it's a different variation from the regular sketchbook. The paper is a little bit thicker, a little bit more well suited to doing um, stuff with like ink and watercolor and markers. It holds up a little bit better. But anyway, I'm just going to do some light drawing. But first, I'll talk about this pencil. This is the Papermate 1.3 millimeter mechanical pencil. I'm not sure if it has like a specific name. That's just what I know it by. But you can get them in like packs of 4 or 6 or something like that. And it's basically just a mechanical pencil with a really big lead, shaped like a regular pencil. It's really, really fun to use. Great for doing quick sketches and stuff. It's got a nice kind of line to it that's very similar to a regular like number two wooden pencil, which is kind of like what it's marketed for. But yeah, I like it. It's pretty. It's probably if I'm taking one thing with me to draw with, it's probably gonna be this. So I'm just gonna do something that I'm used to doing, a character I know, just to get kind of started here today, to do a little bit of practice here. Um, but yeah, it's so New Year's coming up, and I know a lot of people for the New Year like to make their resolutions or whatever. Um, that's cool. I always try to do something for the New Year, like say, oh, I want to do this or that. But I don't like doing it like, oh, I'm gonna start doing this on the New Year. Like, oh, I want to draw more, and start on January 1st. Like, why not start now? Like, it's what's the difference between starting your resolution now or in the new year? Doesn't really matter to me. So just keep that in mind. I think that if you're trying to improve on something, do something good for yourself, whether it be exercising more or eating better, like, what's the difference between starting now and starting on January 1st? Might as well get to it, right? Get a head start. There's, make an excuse. Make an excuse for yourself. Why not? But yeah, if you're gonna start eating better in the new year, more power to you. If you're gonna start exercising, like, go for it. You just gotta get in the habit. Just like drawing, drawing is like anything else. If you make a habit of it, it'll be so much easier for you. Like, just get into the habit of doing it every day, and it'll come really easy. Um, the first step is always the hardest one, but after you get into it, then it's much easier. So yeah, hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's got cool stuff to look forward to for the holidays, whether it be spending time with family, friends, loved ones, or just hanging out by yourself and treating yourself a little bit. That's always good too. Super important to take care of yourself while we're on the topic of eating healthy and stuff like that. The big thing that I've been facing lately is just getting enough sleep. Because I work a part, well, it's almost full time job, essentially full time job. Um, and then I come home and I want to draw and I want to do this, that, and the other thing. And if I haven't gotten a full night's rest when I come home, I don't want to do anything. Like, I'm tired. Like, I just want to sleep. I don't have energy to draw. And honestly, that's why I haven't had any comics coming out. I haven't been posting sketchbooks like I should. And it's honestly just because I've been way too tired. And so that's, something that I'm trying to do better is to get more sleep and to get better quality sleep because that's really important no matter what you do. Um, just take care of yourself in general. It's always a pretty good idea. Um, there's always this notion that like if you're an artist or have a creative thing that you want to pursue, like you have to kill yourself for it, and like you should always be working. And I hate that. I hate that trope of like the artist that should always be working and like never sleep or anything like that. If you take care of yourself, you will be more productive. Like you'll if you get 8 hours of sleep and then work for 2 hours, you'll get more done than if you got less sleep and worked for like a more amount of time. So if you got 4 hours of sleep and worked for 6 hours, you wouldn't get as much done as if you got 8 hours of sleep and worked for 2 hours. Does that make sense? That's something that I think is so silly that is mostly propagated by younger artists, I think. That there's this whole like romantic, like overworked artist thing that like the harder you work, the the better it is. I don't get exactly why, but I won't lie to you. I used to subscribe to that idea until I discovered that, oh yeah, well, I have more time to work, but I feel crappy all the time. I don't really want to work. That doesn't really like even out in my opinion. But anyway, I hope I'm not getting too off topic here. This recording videos like this is a little bit different for me because normally when I record video, I'm doing like a live stream, and people ask me questions and stuff like that, and it's in more of a live setting. So I'm like I feel like I'm actually talking to someone, whereas right now I'm kind of like talking to myself, which is a little bit different, but hopefully it's good. Like I said, this is pretty much like a test because on the theme of this whole New Year's thing, which is what I've been talking about, uh, I want to start drawing more. I want to get my comic projects out there. I have Errant that I've been sitting on for the longest time. I have another project that I want to work on, and I've got more projects that I'm going to work on for Never a Tales. If you saw that, that cool comic project I did with Daniel from Tiger Crab Studios, there's going to be more coming with that, which I think is super cool. Both in the comics department and the non-comics department. I won't ruin anything before it gets announced. I don't want to like drop hints before I've okayed it with him. But I had the chance to sit down and chat with him recently. So yeah, there's stuff planned for the future, which is super cool. If you haven't checked out that comic yet, check out Tiger Crab Studios. You can Google it. Their website will come up. It's Tiger Crab, just like the animals. Check that out. It's a really cool project that I've had a lot of fun working on, and I think there's like even cooler stuff coming than what we've done so far, which is just, it's gonna be cool. So check it out. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Plug plug plug. Um, cool. So yeah, do that. So sketchbook is something that I'm gonna want to be talking about like throughout my videos. If I keep doing them, like that's the primary way that I draw is in my sketchbook. And I think that's common for a lot of people. And I think it's a really good practice, um, to just always have a sketchbook on you for when you need to like get ideas out, or even just to like help keep you in a creative mindset. It's really important to have a sketchbook. Everybody uses theirs differently, and I've used mine differently over time, and I changed the way that I do things. So like I'm gonna talk about all sorts of stuff. Like I got a lot of ideas. I want to start doing a regular video series where I basically just draw and talk, and that's probably gonna be about it for a while. Um, but I think that's kind of like a good way to get things off the ground. Because there's a lot of stuff that I've wanted to do with like a YouTube channel for a long time, but I've just like I just haven't been having the motivation lately. Like it's just I don't know. Like I've been going through a lot of stuff, and life has just been crazy, but things are settling down, and like I just want to get more in the mood of like working and putting stuff out for you guys because I feel like I've been really quiet lately, and I don't have a really good excuse for that. So I'm gonna try to do better, um, and hopefully we got some cool stuff that we'll be able to do together and experience together, and just like have fun, like draw together. I want to do some like cool things, interacting with you guys where we can all work on like drawing one thing from a theme, and then maybe talk about our results, and like I can post some of your guys' work. Like that'd be fun. Like this is all stuff that I have in mind that I eventually want to do. Um, lots of cool ideas, as well as getting out more comics and stuff like that. It's really important to me, and I've been super lazy lately, and I'm realizing that now. And kind of as rather than apologize to you guys and be like, "Oh, sorry, I haven't posted anything lately," like I'm just gonna get up off my ass and start working a little bit harder because I can. But I think the start to working harder on anything is to make sure you've got your life in balance, at least a little bit. So, um, long story short, like talking about getting better rest and like good art practices, that's going to be an important part of these talks too, because one of the things I've struggled with most is not only my motivation but taking care of myself. And if I can struggle and learn from it, hopefully I can pass some of that knowledge on to you guys, so you don't have to suffer as I did. Um, but yeah, because being an artist is not an easy thing, and this doesn't just necessarily apply to people who are doing two-dimensional art or anything like that. This also applies to any creative field, whether it be music or um, like making jewelry or fashion design or whatever it is that you do that's creative, like knitting or whatever. Like we're all part of the same family as artists and creators. So it's cool to take care of each other. So whether you come here for some inspiration or for some ideas or just to get encouraged. Like I hope that going forward I can make some stuff, whether it be videos or whatever that helps you in some way, even if it's just funny and you can laugh at it or whatever. We'll see. Um, but yeah, I hope we can get some. Hope I can get some stuff out for you so we can so we can hang out. That sounds kind of awkward and weird, but that's what I want to do. Like I want to be involved. I appreciate all my followers and all the people that support me on a day-to-day basis, and I like doing the live streams. I like interacting, and that's really fun. But it's not always easy to do like a live stream because you have to find a block of time, and my life is all over the place. So sometimes it's hard to find a block of time where I can just sit down and live stream for even an hour or half hour is sometimes even hard to find the time to do. So maybe some shorter videos of just like me sketching my sketchbook, 10-20 minutes. Um, maybe that is going to be easier for me. I'll be able to do that more often than I'll be able to stream. So, we'll see how it goes. And like I might even just post some videos like without me talking. You can just watch me draw, and like maybe I'll have some annotations or whatever for you to read while they're going, and maybe get some cool music going and stuff like that. I got a lot of ideas. Want to do more videos, especially focusing on like I said, like this, on the sketchbook and on making comics, because making comics is a really really awesome experience. But it's also really difficult, and there's this whole conception that there's like a right way to do it, and I think that that's changing, with the emergence of more independent artists printing their own stuff and selling their own stuff online, and I think that's really great. But I want to talk about a little bit of everything, like how comics have been, how comics are now, and how I think comics will be in the future, because if it's a very very interesting industry that's changing constantly, in the way people read comics, the way people buy comics, and all of that. It's very, very important to me because I'm very passionate about comics. Very passionate, which may not show because I haven't put out that many, but it's definitely something that I want to do more of. So if it takes making videos talking about comics while making comics for me to make more comics, then so be it. That's how it's gonna be. Uh, so yeah, the whole time I've been doing this, I haven't talked about my drawing at all. This is a character for a comic that I want to do. A third idea that I have after Errant and after my project with G and V and all of them, I have another idea for a project. Right now, I've come to call her Cull, and that's what I'll probably call her until I start actually writing this comic and have an actual name for it. So until then, she is Cull. And if you've seen my drawings of the person with the cool helmet with cat ears, that's her. And I've got a lot of ideas for her, and she's really fun to draw. Um, so yeah. Anyway, I'm probably going to be wrapping this up. You can check out this other cool drawing I did here. I actually started another drawing had a few lines right in here. You can see all these smudges, and then erased them and just drew over it with colored pencil. That's something I'm going to be talking about a lot as I go forward, talking about sketchbooks. Here's another crappy drawing I did of Marini before I posted the last one that was actually good. I did not like this one, so I did not post it. But yeah, I'm maybe talking about sketchbooks and what a sketchbook means to me, and how I use my sketchbook, and yeah, so hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If this video turns out good, you'll be listening to it right now. If not, you'll never hear this. So yeah, it's kind of like if a tree falls in the wood, does it make a noise type thing. Kind of fun to think about. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, if you are indeed watching it. If not, this will be lost forever inside my phone memory. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great holiday season, and New Year's coming up, and take care of yourselves. Be good to each other and all that cool stuff. And hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.